Can everybody hear me? This is January 7th, and we will call the hearing for the Needham Conservation Commission, January 7th, 2021. And I have to read this little script for a minute, so give me a minute. Confirming member access. As a preliminary matter, my name is Janet Bernardo, Conservation Commission Chair. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Allison.
Yes, here.
Artie.
Here, yes.
Peter.
Here.
Steven.
Here.
Bill.
Here.
We don't have Sue. Were we not supposed to have Sue? She's the only one, right? I didn't miss anybody else. Okay, staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Debbie.
Here.
Clay.
Here.
Okay, so can we decide if we're gonna call the names of the people when we get to them? Or should I call, well, I'll call them when we get there. If somebody is on the line and can't hear me and I think that they should hear something, hopefully you will get in touch with Clay and raise your hand or yell or wave or something. Okay, introduction to remote meeting. Good evening. This open meeting of the Town of Needham Conservation Commission is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12, 2020. Due to the current state of emergency in the Commonwealth due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus. In order to mitigate the transmission of the COVID-19 virus, we have been advised and directed by the Commonwealth to suspend public gatherings, and as such, the governor's order suspends the requirement of the open meeting law to have all meetings in a publicly accessible physical location. Further, all members of public bodies are allowed and encouraged to participate remotely. The order allows public bodies to meet entirely remotely so long as reasonable public access is afforded so that the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. For this meeting, the Needham Conservation Commission is convening by Zoom app as posted on the town's website, identifying how the public may join. The general public is allowed and encouraged to ask questions during the meeting when directed by the commission chair and through use of the raised hand feature associated with the Zoom meeting app. Those that have questions or comments regarding a particular hearing will be called upon in the order they raise their hand, so please be patient. Meeting materials, all supporting materials have been provided to members of this body and are available on the Conservation Commission website. The public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda unless the chair notes otherwise. We are now turning to the first item on the agenda. Before we do so, permit me to cover some ground rules for effective and clear conduct of our business and to ensure accurate meeting minutes. The chair will introduce each hearing on the agenda. I will introduce the applicant and their consultant to begin their project presentation. After they conclude their presentation, the chair will go down the line of members, inviting each by name to provide any comment or questions. Please hold until your name is called. Further, please remember to mute your phone or computer when you are not speaking. Please remember to speak clearly and in a way that helps generate accurate minutes. For any response, please wait until the chair yields the floor to you and please state your name before speaking. Finally, each vote taken in this meeting will be conducted by roll call vote. Okay, Happy New Year. We're back, 2021. Okay, and our first, do we have any preference of the order or am I just gonna start?
So as far as guests, the Hedges are here, right? And Bill
Yes, they are
Halsing
here.
is for that. So,
Okay, so we will take 75 High Rock Street, which is Gail and Tom Hedges. Can you hear me? And can you speak?
Yes, we can hear you
We are
fine.
here.
Great. And Bill Halsing?
Helsing. Can you hear me?
Sorry, I missed the L. You can hear us?
I can.
Great. So those are the only people that you're expecting to be part of this presentation?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, and do you want to, who's going to do the presentation? And so this is 75 High Rock Street, DEP file number 234857. This is a notice of intent and the first time we're hearing this project. Okay, Bill, are you going to present for us?
Yes, I am.
All right, we're ready. You do have something to show us?
Yeah, if you could share the screen, I have a plan I can pull up.
Play.
Oh, you should have the option. It should be the little green button.
Okay.
On the bottom, there's a little green button. Oh, Sue Barber is now on the call too. Good, Sue. Hi. Lovely.
Okay, can you
Colored.
guys see that?
Everything. Yes, we can see that.
Excellent.
Thank you
That's why
for
I like-
coloring it.
That's what I like about Zoom. It works really easy.
Yeah, it does work easy. Once
Yeah,
once we figured it out, we've been in this for 9 months now. We're getting better.
Oh, no kidding. I'm working with one town that uses a different thing and it's very difficult. This is okay. Bill Helsing from Land Planning Engineering, representing Gail and Tom Hedges tonight. The site, as you can see, is an existing home site, 75 High Rock Street. Existing house out there for years and years, and in a garage. House is here, existing garage is here. Wetlands flag 1 through 5, delineated by Mary Trudeau last fall, I believe, sometime. The proposal is to remove this existing garage that's well within the 25-foot buffer zone and construct a 14 by 20 shed in the red area here, which is inside that dotted line, which is the existing lawn. And there'd be a stone path up to the shed. So the area where the shed is removed will be restored to a natural state by placing some loam and some conservation wildlife seed mix, and it'll let grow up back to a natural state, with, of course, the exception of the crushed stone through here. And while they're doing this, they would also like to repave the existing driveway. There'd be a siltation barrier placed right along the edge of work to keep any soils from migrating into the wetland area. And overall, certainly we're going to reduce the impervious area on the lot by some, I think it's 186 square feet. And removes, construction from the 25-foot buffer zone.
Is the existing driveway already paved?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
What's the little red square in the front of the building?
For some reason, I got colored steps. Those were existing
Okay.
steps. And I got a colored number up here. Don't know how.
That's okay. Are you finished with your presentation?
I am.
So I'm going to just call on commission members to see if anybody has any questions. Allison?
It doesn't look like you're taking any trees down.
That
Correct?
is correct.
Yeah, that's it.
No trees. Artie?
Yeah, just a quick question. That is, on the picture that I looked at of the house, the actual picture of the house in the driveway, the area right before, let's call it what's kind of a woodshed or the garage, is actually not paved right there. So it's not paved between that building and then the pavement actually going towards the house. That's an unpaved section. Is that going to stay unpaved?
Well, I have my field crew called it driveway. So Gail, could you answer that question?
We can answer it.
Are we just going to pave the existing driveway, or are you going to continue it out a little bit?
Well, the old garage has some paving under it.
Right to here, right?
And we would love to, we haven't decided what to do. We would like to have the option of just continuing the driveway if we can into that area.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is I actually have a Google Street View that shows the area between, the 20-foot, whatever it is, between the garage and the driveway, which curves over to the garage under your house. That is dirt. I have that as being dirt.
No, it's all
It's
paved.
paved. It's
Well,
currently.
it wasn't paved, it wasn't, I'm just saying, it wasn't paved, it was some time ago, it wasn't paved. Is what I'm
Oh.
saying.
Well, the house is, you
We've
know,
been in the house for 30 years and it's
But-
always been paved.
Okay, I'm just saying, this is a Google Street View. And the Google Street View is, can't be that old, and it's simply not paved. That's all I'm saying.
really, well, the driveway is coming apart. We need to replace it.
No, I
So,
understand. No, what I'm saying is that the driveway goes down and circles into the garage under the house. Where it circles, that 20-foot distance, whatever it is, between there and the garage you're taking down is dirt with some grass right there. There is no
No,
pavement.
I
If I
think
could,
Google's an error. More than happy to
well,
take a photo.
It's paved.
but it's coming apart. One of the things,
It's broken
there are two
apart.
things we wanted to do is the garage is falling apart. We want to replace it. But we can't do it because of the distance of the wetland thing. So we're going to not replace it. We're going to put a Reed's Ferry shed in the back. The driveway, that portion leading to the old garage, yes, it is crumbling. And we've been waiting for all this in part to replace the garage and to replace the driveway.
So it's just a crumbled asphalt. I'm looking at it on this Google. So it has the photo shows weeds, but it's
Well,
asphalt.
well,
that has cracks.
the photo shows grass, a number of grass going to the garage, towards the garage.
There's no grass
There's
there.
occasional
Well,
weeds there,
can
but
the photo looks like the plan to me. It's half of the garage has paving and half of it is grass in the facade. And that photograph looks exactly like what this.
yeah,
drawing
that is
Oh,
correct.
the
yes.
portion to the right,
Yeah,
look,
it's grass.
To the
that
left.
is grass.
And this is correct. The whole garage is not paved, but
That's
this looks
correct.
correct to me.
That's right.
Looks just
The
like the
driveway
picture.
leads into the left
I
side.
just want to be I just want to be clear what we're talking about. That and it's not a big deal either way to me, I suppose. But I don't want to sit here saying it's one thing when it's not.
No, I think it is
Well, I
asphalt
think Alice
though.
has clarified it. I
But it
think
has
that
grass.
is-
But it's grass. Where that curve is there's some grass in that area going to the garage. Maybe
But
this
it's
is a massively crumbled out, something there. But it clearly it was used as a driveway at some point. But it's grass under this. There's grass berms under where the cars were or something like that.
To the right, there's grass. To the left is
Yeah.
paved.
And there's a big tree that's gonna stay, right?
Yes.
If everyone has Mary Trudeau's report, she has an excellent picture in there showing the pavement right to the garage, and it's crumbled asphalt. But it is
Crumbled
definitely
asphalt.
pavement, yeah. It's page 2 of Mary's report.
Okay.
And I did do a site visit, so that is
You did.
correct.
You did a
Yeah.
site visit and it's asphalt.
It's crumbled asphalt, right?
And then you're gonna have a crushed stone path going. So you also have a garage underneath your existing house.
Yes. Yes.
I was
double.
wondering if you were gonna miss your garage, but you have one.
No, we.
Yes, we're going to miss the garage, but we're willing to compromise, and we've decided we're not going to replace the garage, which we wanted to do in the first place. We're going to put in a shed.
Our intention is to use it for our lawnmower and garden part and.
Well, that's what we've compromised to
Yeah.
do. We were intending originally 10 years ago to replace the garage,
You don't need a long history of this project.
but we've come down to not replacing the garage. It's about to fall down.
It
We
does-
want
it
to
is
improve
falling
the
down.
property. We want to improve everything. We're willing to compromise by not replacing the garage. We're going to tear it down and put in a shed.
Next, Bill, do you have anything to add?
I do not.
Peter,
Yeah, is there any regrading for the shed?
Well, the intention is to meet the existing grades in that area. So it should just match in with what's already there. That's the plan.
it looks flat right there.
Yeah, it's pretty flat, yeah.
That was Peter. Stephen,
No comment.
Sue? Sue, are you out there anywhere? Saw her come on, but I don't hear her. Debbie, do you have anything to add?
Just overall, it's a benefit to get the structure out of the 25-foot, restore it with some native seed mix. And the shed is going to be constructed on concrete blocks with gravel beneath for drainage. So
So you're not going to pour a slab, you're going to put it on concrete blocks?
That's correct.
So I think it's a win-win.
Is that also because of your location, and was that part of your compromising, or?
That's how these sheds are constructed from Reed's Ferry. They come in,
Ah.
put down some stone and just put them on blocks.
Hmm.
And
Good.
plus now the building also meets setback requirements for zoning, so it's a big winner.
Yeah, it sounds like a win-win. It really does. And it sounds like the shed's just going on with some lawn was. I think it's a total win.
So everybody, we feel like we have, I guess you can take down that image and stop sharing if
Oh,
you
sure.
don't mind. Only so I can see everybody.
Got it.
Sue, did you have anything to add?
I'm fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay. I'm fine.
Okay. So do we need any more information from do we need any more information? Or are we satisfied? If we feel like, are we ready to close the hearing? I'll take a motion to close the hearing for 775 High Rock Street.
I move to close the hearing for 75 High Rock Street.
Second.
Thanks, Steve. All in favor? Allison,
Aye.
Artie,
Aye.
Peter,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Janet, aye. Great, thank you very much. We have closed the hearing. We will be issuing, well, I think we're going to deliberate tonight on the order of conditions, and it doesn't look particularly tricky, so we will be issuing that. Takes us a little while to get it signed, but.
Yeah, understood.
Okay.
All right, any questions from you or the homeowners?
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
for your time. And Bill, thank you. We'll be in touch.
All right, sounds
Thank you.
good. Thank you much, folks.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay.
I like your solar panels. Take care.
Okay, so we have, who else do we have in the audience? We have Joseph White, I see. So that's 127 Oxbow. Not on my agenda. Oh, down here. Order.
Yeah,
so
that's
we
for
can
our
do that one?
extension.
Okay, so let's take 147 Oxbow Road, DP file number 234797. This is an order of condition extension request. And Joseph White, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Do you want to present your project, please?
Sure. This was a project that's been ongoing. The original order, I think, 2018. The majority of the work that has been done. Originally, it was to construct a pool along with the impervious pool deck, a 600 square foot pool house, along with a seasonal float. The property borders the Charles River. And as I said, the majority of the work has been done. The extension would be just to finish to construct the pool house as well as install the seasonal float. So I think we requested a 1-year extension to get that work done. I know the homeowners have picked an architect to work with for the pool house, and that was kind of what was holding up the project. But they've found one, and are ready to move forward with that.
And when was this supposed to expire?
I believe it's this month.
Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
it's okay. January 17th.
That's correct.
And you think 1 year they think is enough, but do they have their architect plans already done?
Yeah, from my understanding, they've selected their architect and the plans are ready to go. It's just a matter of building
Getting
it.
a
So
contractor on board. Okay.
Yep.
I just thought they were just starting that process.
That's
Okay,
correct.
so Deb or Clay, any comment or question or concern?
No,
Anybody
think
in the
they-
board? You're good, Deb, you're good. Anybody in the board have any comments or questions? Allison,
No.
Stephen? Sue,
No.
Bill,
No.
Artie,
No,
Peter?
No,
Okay, I'm good. So we have a vote. So I need a motion to extend the order of conditions 1 year. Do we have a date? January
January
16th?
17th, 2022. Yep.
Okay, so I need a motion to extend the order of conditions for 147 Oxbow Road, DP file number 234797 till January 17th, 2022.
so moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, either Steve or Sue. Okay, all in favor, Allison,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Artie,
Aye.
Peter,
aye.
Janet, aye. Great, you're all set. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, thanks a lot.
And you don't have any questions, you're good?
Nope,
Was
I
I
think-
supposed to say, is anybody in the audience and all that stuff?
I'm all set, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Okay, trip pace, okay, 52 Elder. 52 Elder. So I see, trip pace on the line. Can you hear me? Trip pace. I see you, I see your name, but I do not hear you. Are you look like you're on mute.
Hi, sorry, yes, this is Trip. My representative's not here, but I wanted to attend the meeting.
Do you want us to continue or you want us to move on to something else while you wait for your representative?
No, you can continue.
Okay. Deb, I can't hear you if you're talking.
Diane Simonelli isn't going to be able to make the meeting.
Okay, so we can just have this discussion.
Right.
Okay, so this is a request for certificate of compliance for 52 Elder Road, DP file number 234846. Deb, you want to present this? Or Clay?
Sure. So we received the request for a certificate of compliance. We received the as-built. There were 3 listed deviations in the narrative submitted by Field Resources. Those deviations, actually I'll pull up the as-built real quick as well here. So the deviations included the original plan had a restoration area, a little piece of the 25-foot no touch zone was within existing lawn. The edge of existing lawn kind of came back almost across the 25-foot. So they were required to put in some plantings. There was a little bit of deviation in the plantings themselves, but they have been established in that little bit that did extend into lawn. Another deviation was that there was a fence installed in the back here. That fence was also used to mark the 25-foot buffer zone. And they did install the plaques on the fence post directly. Originally, I think they were going to use birdhouses, but we did issue them an administrative approval for that fence because it is outside the 25-foot and would otherwise have been an administrative approval had they not been undergoing this project. And the other was just additional fencing around the outside of the property. So the fencing coming up on the 2 sides extends kind of towards the sides of the house there and roughly there. Everything else seems to be within compliance. The site is stabilized. The extent of lawn has established lawn. And the infiltration units are in the ground. The gutters do go down.
So this plan looks like the fences are not on their property. I don't,
Sorry, I'll answer that. Those
Okay.
fences are pre-existing. The extra fences, sorry, Clay, are just 4 sections coming off the house. Yeah, right there, Clay, yeah, exactly. We only put in about 4 sections on the right and left side. Maybe
okay.
2.5 right
Oh,
there.
good. Thank you.
They meet the neighbors' pre-existing fences.
Okay. I didn't know that it was in our jurisdiction, but I was nervous about it. You have anything to add, Mr. Pace?
No, appreciate your time and all that you do. I've been a resident of Needham 26 years.
Lovely community.
Yes, it is.
Anybody on the commission have any comments or questions? Clay, if you could take that down so I can see everybody. Allison,
No.
Stephen,
No.
Sue,
No.
Bill,
No.
Artie,
No.
No.
Peter. Anybody in the audience have anything to add? Clay, you think that this is reasonable and this is a full certificate of compliance, not a partial, right? It's a full one?
I believe it's a full one. I'm just double checking now.
I'm sorry, that's more Diane's realm. I can't.
No,
answer
that's
you.
okay. Because frequently when there's plantings involved, we may issue a partial because there's a monitoring for the plantings,
Oh, okay.
but sometimes we don't say that.
Yes,
Did
so
we?
this one is a for partial, just for the plantings in the back. Do have a monitoring.
So is a 2-year monitoring for them?
Yeah.
And it's been, any monitoring happen yet? How long is it?
No, this was just completed this year.
Just completed. So, Ms. Pace, we can issue a partial certificate of compliance, and in 2 years, after you've had it, the plantings for 2 years and they're still healthy, they have to have 75% survival rate in 2 years. Some people have had trouble with deer eating their plants, so don't let the deer eat them. And
Understood.
then you come back and we give you the full certificate.
Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
If nobody needs anything else, anybody want to yell? I will accept a motion to issue a partial certificate of compliance, waiting for the monitoring of the plants for 52 Elder Road.
So moved.
Artie, can I have a second? Stephen, thank you. All in favor, Allison,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Artie,
Aye.
Peter,
Aye.
Janet, aye. Great. Thank you very much. What is our process? We have to have this signed and then you will send it to them?
Yeah, I'll check if usually Diane has us send them to her to record.
Yeah,
Okay.
Diane would do it.
Yeah, so.
That makes sense to you, Mr. Peace?
Yes, thank you all. I appreciate it. Have a great
Great.
night.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, so now we go back to 54 Pheasant Landing. Nobody's been here, is here for that project. Is that true?
That is true.
What's our deal with this one?
This one was originally an enforcement order. They
I guess I'm supposed to open it, right? Sorry. Okay, I'm opening 54 Pheasant Landing Road, DP file number 234856. This is the continued notice of intent. Nothing like not being around for a month till I forget all the rules. Okay, sorry.
So this project was originally received an enforcement order for, I believe they cut 4 or 5 trees, and they did some clearing, both of invasive species and some other plantings. This property is on Pheasant Landing, which abuts Ridge Hill. So there's a kind of a pocket of wetland through the back of the yard. They originally filed this with us back on October 8th. So we did have deliberation, and we reviewed the planting schedule and restoration schedule in our October and November, 1st November meeting. However, this had been dragged along because it never received a DEP file number. They did just receive a file number, I believe, last week, and DEP issued comments yesterday, I believe, yesterday morning. Their comments were simply just that the actual phrasing, they didn't quantify the amount of BVW impacts to BVW, both on the plan and on the WPA form. However, in this case, it's because it's a restoration project to restore a couple of native plantings and then seeding, native seeding through the whole area.
Oh, is this the one that was behind the fence? There's
This
a
one,
fence.
I can pull up a,
The guy that he was here and he had just bought it and they cleared a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff and,
I think so, yeah.
okay. This is, yeah, it's a restoration.
Mhm.
Okay, so what else did DP say?
that was it. Just that they were looking for the quantification of BVW, how much BVW impact there was. In speaking with the representative, Bruce Ringwall, it was a little more difficult to quantify that, just because when we were trying to establish how much disturbance there was, we could identify the number of tree stumps, so we knew how many trees were removed, but the area within the BVW was mostly herbaceous layer and removal of things like bittersweet. So they didn't have a measurement specifically of the disturbed areas. So what they're requesting is that we've already essentially hashed out the restoration work and where that'll be done. The commission was happy with what was proposed for their planting plan. So they were hoping to move forward without having to try to figure out that they don't feel that there's a way to establish how much of that wetland was disturbed, since it wasn't grading and filling, it was removal of ferns and of bittersweet and other invasive species. So
Are these new plants going in the wetlands?
Some of them are going kind of at the outer edges of the wetlands. Primarily what's going in the wetland itself will be a seed mix. New England wildflower mix.
So
You
So
can
they
see
don't-
the wetlands line goes to the left-hand side of the pool. You can see edge of wetland.
I see
So
edge of
some of the
wetland, but I
plantings-
see plants on both sides.
Right, but some of the plantings you can see are going within the wetland.
Yeah, so those 5 whatever,
Right.
those are in the wetland.
Right,
And some of these, the viburnum, is that what that says?
viburnum.
Those in the wetland also?
Right,
I mean, it almost looks
Yeah.
like we could take a pretty easy square footage of those new planting areas, couldn't we? I'm sure DEP wants to make sure that they're not at 10,000 square feet.
5,000.
5,000 square feet.
Um,
It is a restoration project. Is that
I don't-
a requirement? Oh,
I don't know. I don't think, perhaps within the actual wetland
But
itself,
now they're going to,
the
they're gonna dig a
disturbance,
hole.
but
to
in the
plant
buffer
these-
zone, no.
No, but they're gonna dig a hole to plant these 5 plants.
Right?
And they're gonna dig a couple of holes to some of those other ones. So, I
Mhm.
mean, it looks like, maybe it's, I don't know, 10 square feet. Is it 20 square feet? It doesn't look like a lot.
Well, we can ask Bruce Ringwald to do his best to come up with a number.
Yeah, I mean, I think it can just be,
I mean, it's not up to us
Personally-
to figure it out.
yeah, personally, I think the number is what he's going to be planting, because he's gonna now have to dig a hole to plant something. In theory, he didn't dig a hole before, he cut things. True?
Okay.
No, I'm just kind of coming up with a thought, I don't know.
Oh, so that's pretty much what DEP's comment was.
Must be quantified. Interesting. Must. There's a must. word
Yeah.
there. So I think the impacts are to what he might be digging. So.
Well,
I
aren't
think
the
that-
impact areas already on the plan because he's showing where he's going to be doing the planting?
Yeah, but he doesn't have an area. They want an area.
That was my kind of preemptive discussion with him earlier today as well, is that in anticipation, I told him to start considering what area he would add to the WPA form, because that's, I think, really what triggered DEP's comment, was that it checked off that there was BBW, that the work was within BBW, but it didn't provide any square footage.
Mm.
So he just needs to say the square footage where he's planting plants. So it's, I mean, how far away? Allison, how far away do you plant these things? 5 feet apart? So maybe it's a 25, 25 square feet or something. It's not very big.
If you plant, just do a pit and you don't disturb in between, then I would just do the size of the hole.
So then it's,
like, these are containerized, so they're small. So it's like 12 inches or something, 12-inch diameter.
so then it's
Pi r
5 square feet.
squared, so, figure out the area.
Yeah, so now he has 5 square feet.
Yeah, I mean, I remember this project and I remember that they cleared, he said it was invasive stuff, but, was it? Who knows? We didn't see it until after it was cleared, and he cut down some trees along the wall. And so we, the trees were clear, but the other stuff, there's no way of knowing what he did,
But so do we at this stage?
We can't figure that out. So you're right. All they can figure out is, is a disturbance within the.
I know, but that's considered temporary impacts anyways.
What?
Putting plantings in.
And so temporary impacts you don't have to quantify?
In the wetland, you don't? I mean, it might be
I think
easier
you
to put
do.
it just
Yeah,
on
you
the.
still have to quantify it. You still say, even if it's temporary.
I mean, there's so few of them. Why not just put it just on the other side? They're very close to the wetland. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I think maybe we wanted them. Did we want them in the wetland?
They don't have many in the wetland. They have about, I don't know, 12 or something. I mean, they hardly have any. Almost everything is outside of the wetland. I mean, it would make their life easier if they just put it. You have to, I mean, I don't know if you have to quantify in the buffer. Do you have to quantify in the buffer? No.
You shouldn't. No.
No. So it would be easier for them. I mean, either they do what you just said, quantify the shrubs, with the
And then,
area.
yeah, say the
within
number
the
of
wetland, or
plants.
move them out of the wetland.
But I think we want them in the wetland. I think that
There's
was
so few then, but there's so few of them.
I know
I
there's
mean,
only
look at
like,
the plan again. I mean, if you want to, I don't know.
I mean, just give them a good recommendation, but as our recommendation,
The only ones are these little ilex by Trisolata, a few viburnum dentatum up at the top, right, straddling the wetland, and then a few rhododendron viscosum, maybe those. Isn't that, and then a few of these straddling are these, the Spirea latifolia. I mean, it's almost nothing in the wetland. Almost everything is outside of the wetland. Why not just push it? I mean, if I were them, to make my life easier, I would just take that little clump of ilex and push it up and push the other one up. And you're not really impacting the wetland. You're not really making it nice in the wetland. 'Cause there's so few. I don't know. That's my opinion from a design point of view.
So are you comfortable closing and issuing with the, if we receive a revised plan?
If you get them out of the wetland, if they don't want to do that.
Well,
Okay,
like I'm wondering, because if it was invasives that were in the wetland, and the goal is to keep the, I mean, I don't know if those plants.
There's not
that-
enough, they don't have enough planting there to keep any invasives out. I think they're just willy-nilly, I don't think there's a real reason.
Okay, so tell them to
Close
take them out. So like have them, well, we can issue our order of conditions and ask them for a new plan with all of the plants outside of the wetland, therefore they will have no impacts for that form.
I think
What
that's
do you think of
easier.
that idea?
Yeah, I think it's easier for them, easier for us, and easier for DEM.
so they'll have to revise that sheet on the form.
You know how long that takes? Just do it in Photoshop. It takes about 10 minutes. Seriously.
Okay. Okay, so are we good with that? I mean, is everybody in agreement that if we can issue an order, or do we want them to give us a new plan and then we issue the next time?
I mean, as long as Deb and Clay know what's going on, I mean, I'm not sure if we have to go through that or not.
Well, we won't give them the order until they give us the revised plan showing the plantings outside of the
By the
wetland.
time we get it signed and everything, they'll have the plan
Yeah.
to you.
No, we're being better now. We only
go
have
through the
21 days.
garage. So the goal will be that, yeah, I think we should issue it now so that the hope will be he'll have it signed in 2 weeks. Okay, so we're then ready to close this hearing. Can I have a motion to close 54 Pheasant Landing, DP file number 234856?
So moved.
Second.
Second, thank you, Stephen. Artie, all in favor, Allison,
Aye.
Artie,
Aye.
Peter,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Sue.
Aye.
Joan, aye. Okay, thank you very much. Are we taking 766 or is it, do we have to open it and continue it because it doesn't have a file number?
They just received the file number yesterday as well.
Oh,
Yes,
file
and
number.
234858.
858.
Yes. So this was Joyce
Wait.
Hastings.
Okay,
Okay.
so I have to open it. So we
Okay, go
will
ahead.
open 766 Chestnut Street, DP file number 234858. This is a continued notice of intent. We were waiting for the file number and Debbie.
Just
She's frozen.
letting you know, this is Joyce Hastings. So she had presented this to us. We were really just waiting for the DEP file number. And she had a couple other meetings, so she will not be able to make it.
Oh, this is the guy with the trees and,
Yeah, Kobe Kemple.
okay, do we need any additional information?
Clay, you drafted it. Did we seem like we had everything?
DP have any comments on this one?
We have not received any comments from DEP.
Okay, so can I have a motion to close 766 Chestnut Street, DP file number 234858?
So moved.
Steve seconded, even if he's on mute.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, Allison,
Aye.
Artie,
Aye.
Peter,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Janet, aye. Great, okay, that one's done. We have 10 to 16 Charles Street, Request for certification of compliance sign and additional original for recording.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know that somehow between FedEx and the registry, they lost the original. So there's going to be another one for you to sign in
We
Janet's
don't have to
garage.
do anything. We just have to sign.
Don't
it
have to
when-
do anything. I'm just letting you know why it'll be there.
Now, Pearl Road, are we taking that one up now?
Yep.
Pearl to my.
So that's an extension request.
EP file number 234783, order of conditions, extension request, and they are reasoning is.
So this is Greg Petrini, and so this project was repaving of Peralt Road and the parking lots that are adjacent to Rosemary Street. So all the work is done. They also were doing stormwater improvements as they were redoing the parking lots. So they have to finish the course. The finished course pavement needs to be installed. I asked them
Where
why.
is this? Next to Rosemary Street? What?
Yeah, so this is across from Rosemary Lake, the apartment complex over there. That's Petrini's property. So,
Were they
the,
just paving the road? What were they doing over there?
so they were doing stormwater improvements.
Way in the
and-
back, like where it's a garden?
Yeah, along, so the river runs through there as well, that we were monitoring the whole time they were doing the dredging project.
Okay.
So they've completed the project except for the top, the finished pavement. I asked why they hadn't completed it, and they said because of the winter of 2019, 2020, and COVID delayed their work. So they're looking for a 2-year extension. So they would be looking for an extension to January 7th, 2023. And I asked them, the erosion controls are not very good along the stream over there. So when they're gonna start work again, they're gonna replace those.
January 7th or January 17th?
January 7th.
7th.
So we're going with 2 years from today.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody have any concerns with giving them their extension, two-year extension? So we need to, a motion to issue a order of conditions extension, DP file number 234783 for 2 years to January 7th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Can we give Sue that one? Okay, all in favor, Allison,
Aye.
Artie,
Aye.
Peter,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Sue. Janet, aye. Okay, we have Eversource. Are they asking for an extension also?
They are, and their representative was not able to make it either.
Okay, so we have the Eversource Needham Reliability Project, DP file number 234799, extension of the order of conditions. Okay.
So this is the, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm recusing myself from this vote.
Okay. So this is the project that involves the construction of the new combination overhead and underground electric transmission line through Cutler Park and all of that. So the overhead part is complete. And also the wetland replication, compensatory storage and enhancement plantings. That portion is complete. What's remaining is the underground segment, strictly within Needham. They anticipate completing it June of 2021. It's set to expire in February. So I thought they didn't request a certain amount of time. They only said they anticipated completion in June of 2021. So I guess I would recommend a year.
From February what?
So extend it to February 13th of 2022.
Okay, and now that was the one that they were concerned with the, the neighbors were here and everybody was worried about the animals crossing the street. Have there been any complaints, anybody besides the traffic that's turns out to impacts me in a big way?
No, I haven't heard anything. No, I mean, they may have contacted DPW or something if there was complaints. It wouldn't necessarily
No,
gone to
but
us.
it wasn't, nobody was calling. I mean, there's a lot of neighbors here. They were really worried about that project.
Right.
And
haven't
have
heard
you been
anything.
out lately at all to, or anybody to the restoration and the plantings that they did over in Cutler Park?
Not
They did,
recently.
it was, looked nice at one point. Somebody could see it from the train. Maybe Steven, was that you? You haven't been on the train lately, probably.
Well, I was on it just a couple days ago, but it's dark when I go through there. So
You're back in Boston?
I had to go in the office the last couple days, Tuesday and Wednesday, but I did not notice the plantings. But like you beforehand, as early as last year, I noticed it would look great. So, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen it close.
Okay, so they are asking an extension. Does anybody have any reason not to issue the extension? So we need hearing none. We need a motion to issue a extension on the order of conditions for DP file number 234799 till February 13th, 2022.
So moved.
Thanks, Artie. I have a second.
I second.
Sue. All in favor, Allison,
I,
Artie,
Aye.
Peter,
Aye.
Stephen. Oh, he has recused himself. Bill,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Janet, aye. Great. Okay, that one's done. Now we have Reservoir Trail Yeti Walk. What's the deal with that?
I missed it. What'd you say?
The Yeti Walk?
Oh, yes, Yeti. So I got this special event request through Park and Rec. We don't really need to give them permission, but I'm just letting you know. So this is a Yeti Hunt that's being put on by Parent Talk, Inc. So approximately 10 printed Yetis will be hung on trees and fence posts along the walking path at the town reservoir on February 12th. And then Parent Talk families will be encouraged to look for the Yetis between February 13th and February 20th and take pictures of the Yetis they find. The event is self-paced walk around the town reservoir, and then the Yetis will be removed at the end of the activity. So they're not anticipating big crowds. They have a week, that families are going to be going on walks looking for these Yetis. So if you see a
They're printed
Yeti,
Yetis.
it's okay.
They're printed Yetis. Are they, it's a piece of paper?
Yetis will be printed on 8x11 cardstock and laminated.
Nobody asked us about the books. There's a storybook on that trail too.
Well, they did ask me, and it was in between meetings, and I was like, yeah, I don't see them saying no. But since I got this one before the meeting.
Well, that's nice. And I actually, when it had snow, I went snowshoeing around it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I saw the storybooks. It was really quite fun.
Oh, good.
I finally had snowshoes. I finally used them. So we
Nice.
don't have to do anything. You're just telling us.
No,
about
I'm
them.
just letting you know.
Okay. And now, do we have any meeting minutes? No.
We'll have a batch for next meeting.
We're gonna have forgotten. So I raised the idea of shifting our time because we're doing this remotely. It really doesn't make much difference to me. I just was thinking, we were getting late and we were getting tired. But if we want to shift our time, Clay and Deb said that we could. If we want to just leave it at 7:30, that's totally fine. It was kind of a discussion for anybody who wants to say what their opinion is.
I'm okay with 7. I just think 6:30 is a little too early.
Did
I'm
anybody
I'm
not
okay
want to?
with 7. I agree with I don't care if it's 7:30 or 7, but if everyone wants 7, I could do 7. 6:30 is too early for me. I won't be able to eat dinner. I make dinner. I don't eat at 5. So.
I mean, we can leave it at 7:30. I was just thinking it was getting late and since we're all probably in our houses anyway, and it would only be during this remote time. It wouldn't be, once we're all back in, we would go back to 7:30 because it does take time to like get in from the city, and that whole train thing definitely takes time. But when we're sitting in our houses, maybe it's a little easier to just push the button. Zoom, here we are. So I don't know, do people want to? Anybody not want to?
Maybe you should go person by person.
All right, I'll start with Sue.
People could be shy to speak up.
Anytime is fine with me.
Bill?
Earlier the better. 7's better than 7:30.
Stephen?
I vote for 7.
Peter?
7.
Artie?
7.
Allison?
7, as long as it's 7:30 once we have to take the train again.
Yeah, it will have to be 7. I agree with you. It'll have to be 7:30 when we have to hit the train again. So, okay, so does that count as our motion and our vote? That we would like to move it to 7 o'clock?
We're the easy ones in some place. I mean, the public and all the the builders and the homeowners and the surveyors, they're gonna have to kind of get it in their brain that we're a half hour earlier now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to, we'll change our website. Sorry, the dog's running around again. And we'll put it on our website, and the usual customers, we'll let them know.
Yeah, make sure you let Diane know and John Rockwell and the ones that we see all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We can
I mean,
do
I just
that.
think it would be nice if we were finishing some, we were just going really late a few times and I think we were all tired.
Yeah. So Clay, is this something that we could get ready for our next meeting? Or do we need to wait till the meeting after?
I would propose just to wait until the February meetings, only because I've had enough discussion with people that are getting ready to file that they may have already submitted butter notifications for the next meeting.
Okay, so you've heard we have a busy next meeting, is that what you're saying?
I don't have reason to believe that there's more than one person that is filing. This one person has been very attentive. Just an RDA, I think it's going to be a pretty quick one, but through the grapevine, I've had some other people just ask about upcoming meetings. So we can get the word out for February, but to try to track people down in case we have any unexpected filings from those people who have asked for our 2021 schedule.
Okay. And we'll see how it goes. It's maybe 6 months and then we're going to be, fingers crossed, back in the same room.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Are we anticipating at some point, I don't know when that point is, when they're going to decide that everybody's back in and those are the rules?
Nope. Nothing.
You have no idea.
Nope.
So we have a bunch of things to sign.
Well, you have.
We have things to read first.
Yes.
Forgot about those.
So I emailed my Exhibit A over to you guys.
It was pretty standard.
Yep, the only thing I didn't know is if, for their COC, if we were gonna require an as-built plan and all of everything for the shed. You know, how you felt about that.
I don't feel a need for this particular project to have as-built. I did, every now and then when there's a lot of grading and there's a butter that's definitely impacted, I'm more concerned
Mhm.
personally. So this one, I mean, it's a shed that's gonna be on blocks.
Okay. So you're
Anybody-
okay, the COC
And-
without the as-built plan?
Yeah, does anybody feel the need to have an as-built plan for the shed?
No.
Could there just
Sorry
be
about
like
it.
a note to the file that Deb went out and visually inspected it and it appears to be,
Sure.
Yeah, because that's typically what happens anyway.
Yeah, I do go out for COCs, so. Okay,
Hey, Peter, you read that? Any comments?
Yeah, it was very clean.
And wait. Oh,
What, Sue?
I was gonna say, are waivers included in it?
Waivers. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. We need, because they're working within the 25 foot because they're gonna remove that
Yeah.
garage. So we need a
Or-
motion to,
I'm sorry, yes.
hopefully they asked for a waiver?
Oh, they asked for a waiver, they didn't ask for the money back.
They give us the money?
They gave us the money, yeah.
Well, I feel like we should, we give it back. To anybody that's improving, we give
Mhm.
it back. So
Okay,
I would feel, my conscience would feel better if we would vote on the waiver and vote on the returning of the fee.
okay.
So can I, we need a motion if people are in agreement, or we just need a motion about, giving them a waiver on work within the 25 foot no disturb zone to remove the garage.
so moved.
Thank you, Stephen. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Artie. All in favor, Allison,
Aye.
Artie,
Aye.
Peter,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
and I. And now we need a motion to, we can reduce the fee or return the fee. Is that what the motion is?
Waive the waiver fee.
Waive the waiver fee. Because they are improving existing conditions. Can I have a motion of something from that regard?
I move that we waive the waiver fee for, I forget the address now,
75 High Rock.
75 High Rock Street.
Second.
Second.
Thank you, Bill. All in favor, Allison,
Aye.
Artie,
Aye.
Peter,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Janet, aye. Okay, anything else we have to do for that? Oh, now we have to approve the order of conditions. We have to, we need a motion to issue the order of conditions as written. Did you change anything when we had that discussion about the as-built?
No, I just had highlighted it to ask if you wanted it. So,
Okay. Peter, did you have any edits to that order of conditions? Or
No.
anybody? So can I have a motion to issue the order of conditions for 75 High Rock Street, DP file number 234857?
You got this one, Steve.
Moved.
Second,
Second.
thank you, Artie. All in favor, Sue,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Stephen,
Aye.
Peter,
Aye.
Artie,
Aye.
Allison,
Aye.
Janet, aye. Well, we did that one. Next. What else do we have to do?
So we have 54 Pheasant Landing and 76 Chestnut Street. I'm currently locked out of my OneDrive, so I wasn't able to send those out. If you'd like, I have all the conditions written down. Those are both restoration projects that had enforcement orders. So I can review that with you. They also, 766 Chestnut Street did not request a waiver because they're outside the no disturb area. 54 Pheasant Landing Road is within the wetland, as we discussed. Hopefully they'll be pulling that out. And so they are within the 25 foot. They did submit a waiver request. However, my understanding is that our precedent is that planting of native species is exempt from requiring a waiver. So I leave that to you if you want to issue a waiver or if you feel that the planting of native species.
Did we find them or anything where all that work they did? Initially as an enforcement order, we find them already.
Yeah.
All right. So now they're doing an improvement. All right. So we don't need. Okay. So, okay. So we don't have anything to look at for 50. So if let's start with 54 Pheasant Landing. We don't have anything to read, but you're going to tell us what the conditions are. Is that what you're saying? All right. We're ready.
So this one's.
So Clay, where are they? Is it something that I can find?
No, it's the OneDrive, which is like the P drive.
Oh.
It's like
Okay, sorry to interrupt. I didn't know if it was something that I could access.
No, and Microsoft likes to upload things from the local files to save space, and so it saves it to the cloud and immediately removes it from my computer if it's not.
Okay.
So can you see it or you can't see it?
I can't see it.
Oh, so
you
you
want
can't even
to
tell
hold
us.
off issue
Yeah, so we
until the
shouldn't.
next meeting? I mean,
Yeah,
if they're
we'll
both
hold
planting
off
projects,
and issue that, but
they're
we've
not
closed
gonna
the
be
hearing.
planting.
We've closed both of them.
Yeah.
We did, right? We've closed both of them. And now we'll issue the order of conditions of the next hearing, or will
Yeah,
that be
I don't
enough
think it'll
timing?
impact either of them, so.
But is our timing, do we have to have our timing, that 21-day thing?
We're already continued out.
Yeah.
But, okay. As long as you guys feel like it's okay, I'm good.
Okay, so why don't we do it that way, make it cleaner?
Okay.
I do just have a couple questions, things that I had highlighted in there to get your take. If you'd like to save that for next time, I'm happy to just leave it highlighted in there and discuss
Well,
that.
you can ask us now while we're talking to you.
There was the monitoring, for, starting with 54 Pheasant Landing. They will do the monitoring reports. Generally, we do the 2-year monitorings. Similar to what Deb asked for the as-built and the narrative, there's no structures going in. So I'm wondering, my thinking is that an as-built plan may not be necessary unless they deviate, like unless they've changed the locations from what was proposed, and that the narrative should come from a wetland consultant or a botanist, someone that's obviously not an engineer, but somebody who can assess the plantings, identify both the species and the health of the plantings.
Yeah, I think, and I guess in my opinion, they can just have a narrative saying, these are the things that are planted. They were planted in, basically the locations that were recommended on the plan. They survived. And we're happy? Is that good? Is that enough? Do we need a plan that says where they all are? What do you think, Allison? You look like you're in deep thought about this.
No. No, I mean, I think that we need to see the plan.
But we have a design plan.
But during after the monitoring, unless they deviated, then, and I agree with the wetland, we always get a person, plant person to do at the end of 2 years.
Do we need a plan, an as-built plan in 2 years for those plants?
Unless only if they've deviated, I think.
Only if they've deviated.
Yeah,
All
and they
right.
could even use the plan that they submit and mark it up.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so if they've deviated, they need a plan. If they haven't deviated, they can have it in a narrative. That make sense, Clay?
Yeah.
Everybody says, all right, next question.
And then for 766 Chestnut Street, they were a robust plan. They had a lot of trees in addition to shrubs that's being proposed. What was discussed previously back in early November was whether you wanted monitoring for more than 2 years on those plantings, just due to the number of things. He wanted to extend that to 3 years of monitoring.
3 years of monitoring for him, yeah. I think that sounds good.
And then same thing with the as-built. Again, this one's, again, I think a little bit more robust, so you may still want the as-built to confirm that the trees went in where they went in.
And we need to know where the edge of lawn is, I think. Was that changing the edge of lawn for the as-built? I think we want to know where the edge of lawn is on that property
Mhm.
and the edge of wetlands.
The 756 is Chestnut. Is this the person that was selling their house? I get that confused.
No. 766 Chestnut, Kobe Kemple. So
He
he
had the
lives.
beautiful lawn.
Yeah, so this is also the Heather Lane extension that went through.
Okay.
Yeah, so he has a lot of lawn.
He took down many trees to put up this lawn, and he comes to us saying, yeah, but just look at the lawn. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it, isn't it more beautiful than the trees I took down?
This isn't the golf course committee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, I'm only slightly paraphrasing.
That's
Yeah,
all right. I
that's
almost
pretty
got in a
much what he
fist fight
said.
with him.
No, that was good, Artie. You did a good job.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, I think he needs a plan, shows the trees and the edge of lawn.
same thing with the narrative, though. Would it be fitting to have either an arborist or some kind of plant specialist?
Yeah, somebody who knows the trees.
And then
Yeah,
for this one, did you want the permanent markers? I'm guessing around the 25 foot. So I'll put that in as well. And those are the things that I will add in that I had highlighted.
Okay, so then we can formally review that at the next hearing. Okay, anything else that we have to discuss?
don't think so.
So then we can sign 75 High Rock, the 52 Elder, 1016 Charles Street, Peralty Road, 147 Oxbow and Eversource, all those. We're gonna sign all those things. So
You
you'll put
are.
them in the, well, right?
I'll put them in your garage and I'll let you know when they're there.
Okay,
And then you let me know after you have signed.
okay. And Steve won't sign the Eversource
And I'll
one, but
come
he,
pick them up.
but he
So
could
Deb, when
sign.
do you think you might have them there?
I'm thinking not till Monday.
Okay.
I don't think I'm not gonna get everything done tomorrow.
All right, and Clay, you'll work on changing us to 7 o'clock starting in February. Anything else?
Mhm.
Did everybody have a lovely break?
Interesting anyways.
Tiring break. It's
Glad
tiring.
it's 021.
Unfortunately, Deb was all on her own.
Oh yeah, Elisa and Clay took vacation at the same time.
Oh, Clay, did you have a good vacation?
It was nice. Didn't really feel long enough. It was too long since I took any time off. It was nice to unplug though.
Caught up on some sleep.
Sleep, and I only used the webcam once.
Mm,
Good.
wow.
Well, if anybody wants to make a motion to adjourn, or we can chat.
Motion to adjourn.
So Steve, did you second that?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Allison?
Aye.
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 Good to see everyone. Thank you
You
very much for
too.
your time.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
gang.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Yep.
Babies.
Bye.